everyone. It's Dr. Shannon Shea from BCBA with Dr. Shea, and I am here with your Tuesday tip of the week. What I thought we would talk about this Tuesday, because I just did a presentation or like a guest speaking thing for occupational therapy students on Saturday, was talk a little bit about how we as BCBAs can work successfully with OTs in interdisciplinary context. So I had the privilege to work with a lot of very cool OTs when I was at VinFin in Massachusetts. There was a class action lawsuit that involved moving a lot of people out of nursing homes and into community group home settings because they were not receiving habilitation or rehabilitation for their brain injuries in nursing homes. So we had to build the houses out, and we kind of tore down everything we built and had to start from the ground up because things are not built to be accessible in Massachusetts. We built it from scratch to accommodate people's physical needs, mobility needs, all of that stuff. So I kind of figured out how best I could with occupational purpose. So when the OT students were asking me like what their role should be and what our role should be when we are on the same team with either a child, teen, adult, whoever, the way I can best say it is us as BCBAs, what we're really amazing at is teaching things, right? We have an entire science of learning. That's really what operant conditioning is. So their role is to come up with the adaptive equipment, the plan, like how physically this person can get a skill or what they should be doing physically to get whatever mobility or whatnot back, or to get it initially. So sometimes it's using a very large pencil, and sometimes it's a sit to stand machine, or sometimes it is a Hoyer lift, which lifts you into the air to safely get from the bed out of bed. They're transfers, but it's scary because you're dangling in the air. And if you don't understand how Hoyer lifts work, it's much scarier because suddenly you're just lifted and it must seem like UFOs are abducting you, right? At least in my houses, those were the things that OTs would prescribe or be like writing protocols for, that then we would have some trouble with the individuals. So the way it works out great is my role would be how to habituate someone to be using a Hoyer lift. The OT would write guidelines for staff on how to use it, how to place it on the individual. If possible, they would teach the individual how to hold themselves while they were in it so that they wouldn't have opportunities or risks of getting hurt so much. And that would go for kind of all of their equipment. So basically, when it's working the best and it's working beautifully, we're saying this is how to best teach them to use this equipment or how to hold their bodies in a specific way. But we're helping them teach it, and they're coming up with what we need to teach, right? And also, obviously, we can help address behavior problems that might come up during teaching, and a lot of that is improving a teaching plan. So that is the best advice that I have on how to work well with OTs, because there's not a lot of conflict, honestly, as long as we do what we do, which is writing plans of how to teach things, right? And manage behavior. And they do what they do well, which is help people kind of access their environment. So it's a beautiful partnership. If I forgot anything, and I'm sure I did because this was super short, leave it in the comments. And I will see you guys a week from today with a new tip. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Please make sure you check out radisright.com. I have CEUs up there for writing great functional behavior plans and assessments. That is a very popular one, and how to write all the documentation and why this stuff is in the document. Behavior analytic approaches to anxiety, which is exactly what it sounds like, and suicide prevention and risk assessment from a behavior analytic lens. I am loading in the OCD, trichotillomania, excoriation, and tic disorder one. I have it all done. I just need to literally record myself talking. So that one I'm hoping will be up by the end of the week, or worst case, and probably realistically, will be this weekend. So I will let you guys know when I'm done with that. Check it out on it. And like I said, if you need anything, have comments, questions, whatever, leave it in the comments below, and I will see you again Tuesday.